Yeah, when I'm making a
for
point.
the duration of the interview.
No blinking allowed.
Okay.
All right, I'm here with Black Square Radio Live Sessions. This is SAP. They just cut a killer set for us. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Scotty.
I'm Rainey.
I'm Dominic.
And I'm Peter.
Are we not saying what we do?
Oh, we're all SAP.
We're SAP.
I'm John, and sometimes I play the guitar, but usually I play the flute.
I play the bass.
We're one entity.
That was a bad British
We're
accent.
one
I play
entity.
guitar.
I do singing.
And I drum.
We all picked it.
Ladies and gentlemen, SAP.
Oh my.
Yeah, so why don't you guys walk us through the set?
This
Like,
is a great start.
what'd you play? You know, talk a little about the songs.
We started with Dissect Me, which is about people gaslighting you. And then we went into Ugly Feet, which is about humans and how we're ugly and destroy the world. And then we did Green is the Color, which you should talk on.
Yeah, Green is the Color was inspired by the Standing Rock protests and that whole that whole situation and movement, and just feeling powerless. So yeah, it's about that.
And then we ended it on Of Life of Death, which is our most recent song. And it's about like this really important queer person in my life who was murdered, and how that makes me feel really lost a lot of the time as a queer person navigating the world without like my icon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, nature and being queer. That's what we talk about.
Yeah. So why do you think it's important to focus on nature and being queer? Like, what do you try to accomplish through your writing? Like,
So, like, you know, in, like, a capitalist society, there's, like, all these structures built that make it, like, impossible for people to really, like, hold a lot of agency, you know, in different ways that can look like a lot of different things. And when we, like, find ways to break through those structures and, like, sort of amplify our agency, we don't want to talk about something stupid. We want to, like, if people are going to listen to us, we might as well talk about the things that we feel powerless about and the things that we feel frustrated about, because really, like, you know, you can organize and do a lot of action and stuff, but it's also kind of nice to just vent sometimes. Also, like, if you're going to yell over loud music, sometimes people like to yell about things like that, you know?
Yeah, it's
just,
like
it works.
it's like political, but we're definitely really emotional too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I want to show both of those things in my writing. I don't do all the songwriting. Dom writes songs, Scotty wrote songs,
Peter writes songs.
Nice
Peter
wrong.
writes songs. Did you write songs? Am I
Peter-
leaving you out?
You might have done
No,
some
I mean,
lyrics.
Well, we all do songwriting
Yeah,
together is what I
it's
was
like-
trying to
Oh
say.
yeah, I
Yeah.
meant lyrics,
No,
I guess. No, but
yeah.
songwriting,
Oh, yeah.
we're just all trying to make the music we want to be making. You know what I mean?
yeah. What's that process like? Like, walk me through the group effort that is making one SAP song.
It depends. Sometimes it's
Usually we decide we want to put out a demo.
Yeah, usually
like,
it's
you
like
And
know
we get
what?
together to record it.
I'll either come up with like lyrics, or Rainey will come up with lyrics, or vice versa, or me, Scotty, or Rainey will all of us will probably come up with like a riff or something, a melody, and then we'll just kind of figure it out from there. We'll bring it to practice.
Peter usually
We'll
helps
try it
us
out,
with the drumming.
Peter,
And then I drum.
Yeah, we'll look for like, you know,
And the
we're
structure,
Like,
you know?
where can we do a breakdown, and what notes should we do, and you know, we just kind of feel it out and see where it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
'cause you
usually
gotta-
more concerned.
I'm
that-
trying to keep it live, because it's got to stay live. You know
It's
what I
gotta stay
mean?
live.
Because if you don't go off, if you're in a punk band or a hardcore band, and it's not live, no one's going to listen.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Like with Green is the Color, I wrote like most of the song myself, start to finish, but then we tweaked it, and that's, you know, whenever you make music, it kind of goes through the
everything.
grinder, you know,
Yeah.
so it kind of changes.
We're more interested in like a lot of like time changes and like structural things than like, I don't know. We're not trying to do any complex math, you know. We just want to like.
But when we
wanna
have
be
to,
live.
Peter helps us.
that's where the magic
That's where our
happens.
mathematician scientist Peter
Right there in between the
comes
art
in.
and the math. That's the magic.
That's
Like-
where the drums happen. Because I feel like to punk, the drop in dubstep is the breakdown in punk, and no one wants to say that, but it's true.
I agree.
It is disturbingly.
Yeah.
And why would you go to a
Yeah.
dubstep show without a drop?
Yeah, TBH, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You're just at a noise
So-
show.
Do you ever feel like I feel like punk is sort of this like musical form that's just like an atmosphere for certain types of drunk and shitty like different certain types of drugs, drunkenness, shitty behavior. It's just like, let's make an atmosphere that's perfect for like getting in like the worst situations imaginable. Like let's
Yeah.
just like be rowdy and live and horrible. And then you know, and then we write songs based off like how we.
The opposite.
It's like when people take
how we're
comics and
trying
they write
to
those
not
like
be horrible.
they write those dense memoirs, but they use the comics medium, you know, and people say, "Oh my God, that's a lowbrow medium, and you're making high art," and that's not what we're doing, but it's something like that.
Low art, high medium.
High, medium, low art is what I'm trying to say.
Right?
High, medium, low.
High noise,
High, medium,
low.
low.
When they go low,
We go
we
high.
get high.
Hell yeah, that's a
Yeah.
motto right there. That should be,
That is
I don't want to give you merch ideas for your own band, but that's a pretty good one.
Honestly, yeah, I'm right there.
We have more t-shirts than we have
I
songs.
would think the drop would have first happened with metal though, with a metal breakdown, you know. But
No, I bet there's been drops
You think-
in like
you think
classical music. and
well,
stuff.
yeah, but
What, just like a bass drop or
18,
like
12.
a,
no,
overture.
like a tempo
literal
change.
That's got some
Yeah,
beat.
yeah,
Yeah,
drop.
that's got yeah, some beat. That's got some
Like
a
beat.
Let's
breakdown?
consider the
Yeah, like a
origin and
breakdown.
evolution of the drop.
Yeah.
you mean like a breakdown?
Let's
Yeah, like a
consider.
breakdown.
Let's find it's the beginning and let's track it all the way until its end.
I guess
You
it's
know
just
what I mean?
solo, right? Like a soloist.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's the
probably,
first drop.
probably started with
The
classical
drop.
music.
Can a soloist drop though, or do they?
Well, no, it's like one
There's no
soloist,
power
one
in
soloist
unity.
goes
Oh,
for
they
a
can
few
drop.
bars, then it's like
They can.
ba ba ba
Where am
ba.
I?
You know, everybody comes in.
Where am I?
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Where am I? Where am I? Where am I?
Everybody goes,
Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am
Oh my
I?
god.
No, but Mozart, like Symphony number 5. You know, there's a solo, you know, violinist. They're going na 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 na, and then everybody comes in na 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 na. You know,
You're right. That is
they all come in at once. That's a drop.
That was-
so it's a dynamic shift.
It's a dynamic shift.
Makes sense.
I would have loved to be in the
Tight.
pit for Beethoven's Fifth, honestly.
You know, they actually used to go off at.
I did
classical
not know
music.
that.
They did.
Okay,
They
the
went
truth
off.
is, they were going off, and then the rich came in and were like, "We're gonna appropriate
going
this,
off.
and
Hey, knock that
this
up.
is for us now." And then none
Rich
of
people
the
made it
peasants
suck.
didn't get to get down to some classical music. Like Beethoven would have taken you on a fucking ride. Like you just throw down. They're like, "Yeah, this is fucking sick."
The more you know.
It's true.
'Cause
And
he
then
was
the rich
dropping.
were like, "No talking, no clapping." It's a bummer. You
It is
should
a bummer.
read How Music Works by David Byrne.
That's been sitting on my desk for like 3 months and I just haven't.
Cool.
I've read
Okay.
a chapter.
I don't-
It's pretty good.
Apparently, he wrote a book about biking.
Yeah, Bicycle Diaries.
Yeah.
Is that
Fun
right?
time, yeah.
My buddy Vance is reading that.
What a guy.
Oh, is that
He
right?
also made a movie about color guard.
About
Which
who?
is
Okay.
Tim
What?
Byrne. About like color guard. Yeah, like high school
What?
color guard. It's
Wait, what's color guard?
It's like when they twirl a flag.
like the flag
around.
wavers at like a
Oh.
marching
It's-
band.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
like a veteran thing, like the changing of the guard.
It's Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Can you believe
Bet-
Donald Trump didn't
Veterans Day.
stand out in the rain?
Listen,
What?
us cups
Veterans.
What was that? Was
For
that,
veterans.
was that a joke?
No, that's what happened. That's the recent event. If you're watching this, it's 2018. I don't know
If
the
you're
dates
watching
today.
this, it's Monday.
It's Monday.
November.
And listen, Donald Trump, the big thing on the internet right now is Donald Trump. He wouldn't stand out in the rain on
I thought it was
Veterans
fucked.
Day.
I thought it was fucked up that he also killed Stan Lee today.
And he killed Stan Lee.
Wait, is Stanley dead?
He
now?
died
Yeah,
today.
yeah, he
died this morning.
Are you serious?
He died of being 95 years
Rest
old.
in peace.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Tragic.
Yeah. I'm sorry to break that to you live.
Fuck.
He saw the Venom movie and it killed him.
They probably saw one of your
He was
guys'
in the
fan
Venom
art
movie, asshole.
about how Venom
I didn't see it,
and the
though.
guy
He had a
kept him in the
cameo in
dark.
Did you ever see that
you know,
Vine?
dating or
Dude,
whatever.
it's like the GameCube thing. And it's
Yeah.
like the
Spider-Man's ass.
It's an old
It's
one.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but it's Spider-Man slapping Spider-Man's ass
His butt.
with both his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's iconic.
On the GameCube, if you held the Z button, did you know that if you held the Z button while you started the GameCube, that it would make different sounds instead of going boop, 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 it would go. And if you had 4 people to do it, it would do something else, but I
Is
don't know
this
what.
your like
Sounds
first
like a monkey.
experiment with noise?
Wait,
I only had 3 controllers.
wait, what's the next question?
This is I was gonna say this is the part of the interview where I attempt to put it back on topic.
Oh yeah.
So unless I'm mistaken, this could be one of the last times SAP does
Yeah,
anything for a little while.
I think
We'll call it a hiatus.
Yeah.
Like the good old days.
Yeah, just like Fugazi.
Fugazi.
Exactly.
Except we're coming back.
Except we're coming back.
I'm moving west.
Except we're good.
Oh my god.
That was a bold take.
We'll let you
but-
take
Yeah, that's
pictures
too
of us at the
Fugazi's-
Juggalo rally.
I met
You
Ian
guys
Mackay
did
at a
good.
Barnes and Noble.
Really?
I did.
What was he getting?
He was.
Fugazi?
Yeah.
He was.
I
Yeah.
thought he was in
He was
Minor
a
threat,
minor
yeah.
He did it all.
Brace.
He did it all.
Yeah, Fugazi, he
Brace.
plays guitar and sings.
Brace,
Co-sings.
yeah.
They're
Brace
kinda
is my
like two
favorite.
He was looking at
Yeah,
books
and
about
Braces.
music.
Yeah, that's
1971,
That's
1972,
crazy, yeah.
and he was buying Star Wars action figures for his son.
Cool.
And
That's cool.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Again, this is a very educational interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We be educating
Yeah.
people, to say the least.
I stand Lee.
So what else?
So I guess just walk me through what's next. Like, there's obviously a hiatus going to happen. Like, what's on the horizon for SAP?
You could never know where you're going to be in 3 months.
Never. Yeah.
So I don't know, but I'd like to think that I'm moving west. I'm gonna fly them out. We're gonna do a West Coast tour.
Maybe Canada?
We're gonna go to Canada, Vancouver.
We got a lot of friends in Canada.
I got other plans.
I think I'm gonna start rapping.
Peter's gonna start rapping
So
tomorrow, tonight,
after this,
right after this.
It's actually nice.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
start
gotta hurry up
rapping
and get the hell
now.
out of here.
Yeah, yeah, he's a rapper.
Okay, I'm trying to see Bohemian Rhapsody. It starts at 9:45.
Well,
Shut up.
9:36.
That is all right. Well,
But,
I'll let
yeah.
That's what's next for Scotty.
you. Yeah,
That's what's
that's,
next.
that's
Yeah,
very
that's
exciting.
bold move.
Things coming up.
I was just joking.
This is an important
Fuck
band
Queen.
for all of us in it.
This band was very important to us,
Scotty,
Yeah.
and it's what?
of course everyone would fuck Queen.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, SAP.
No.
I was
Everybody
saying
would
something,
fuck
and then
Freddie.
you cut me off.
SAP's important to us.
Yeah.
We went through a lot together. We went on a little 9-day
true.
tour, and we
These
had
are
a
the
whole
only
lot of
people
fun.
I would drive in a car with for like 10 hours and not kill. Didn't kill any of them the whole time. And I feel like I get annoyed with people easily, but these are my fucking homies. So,
I feel like making art is painful and difficult and stressful
no.
sometimes, but it's really nice to do with people who support you. I feel like y'all have been my support system a lot in the past couple years. Appreciate y'all.
I agree. And I drum.
Well,
So.
and with that, SAP, thanks again for coming through. BSR
Thank you,
Live
guys.
Sessions. Do you have any parting words to everybody?
Thanks so much for having us. This
Start
is
a band.
This is cool.
Let's
a
get
fucking
it.
band. Start a band.
Yeah, start a band.
And if you don't, do it anyway.
And if you don't, buy band stuff from other bands.
Start a band and then make records and then sell them and then buy your friends' records. and
Relinquish
do
your
shoes.
right to property. Dismantle capitalism.
Buy new shoes sometimes.
Cross-dress.
Deconstruct the way you think about gender. Yeah.
Drink matcha green tea sometimes instead of coffee. Start walking a lot because it makes you poop 3 times a day. And that's healthy.
Walking does?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Walk
called
more.
the only reason humans should or are alive. Bipedalism, you know? Walking
Alright.
on 2 feet.
All right.
All right.
We're
Bipedalism.
bipods.
We love being bipedal.
We're bipods, baby.
Well, what more to say than that? That's going to do it for this. This has been BSR Live Sessions. This is SAP. Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you.
Are you going to give us gifts like Nardwar?
Rock and roll.
Doodle-doo.
There it
Oh my
is, yep.
Do you have a trash can?
Rock and roll will never die. Thanks.
I'll take that.